The only streamer that cared.
My girlfriend of 3 years took her own life in November of 2025. Losing my best friend and the person I love most in the world. I'm feeling like my life is no longer worth living, and I've been falling into a bad habit of drug addiction, leading me to some MDMA in December. I don't want to be here anymore.
This is Joe Bartolozzi, and he's one of the only streamers that stops everything when someone needs help.
If a chatter...
Okay, so if this video turns out to be a glaze session for about 30 to 40 minutes, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but please spare me.
Mine is coming into my chat saying they're suicidal. I am first and foremost going to read their message.
But when you do this, when you make yourself the person people turn to at their lowest, you're also now the one who has to carry the weight of it. Because now you're surrounded by darkness.
Today I decided to end everything. Got a shotgun, can't find it in me to love myself.
Now you're giving away pieces of yourself to everyone around you.
People are genuinely asking me to fix their problems. I can't.
It's a herogasm of sorts where, like, after you help someone, people start expecting from you all the time. And the thing being, like, you can't just help anyone and every single person, so the best thing you can do is just give them direction.
Now, it feels like the whole world is on your shoulders.
Now I'm going, if I stop posting, people are going to start themselves.
That's a heavy weight to pick up, and we wanted to know why.
Who is Joe Bartolozzi, and why do you care so deeply about some of the things that you do? Which is maybe a little deep for 10:30 in the morning?
No, it's all right.
If somebody asked me that at 10:30 in the morning, like, for about 2 to 3 hours after I wake up, I'm like a dead zombie. As zombies are actually dead anyways, so I'd be pretty fucking annoyed hearing that at 10:30 in the morning.
Joe Bartolozzi was born on February 6th, 2002, and grew up in southern New Jersey. Joe wasn't the
crazy bowl cup. But it kinda looks cute.
You've picked to become famous online. He was the small kid, the one getting picked last for everything.
I was kind of like the lanky kid that didn't really know how to control his body, so that's why I was picked last.
But by high school, things started turning around. He hit his growth spurt, got into lifting, and went from being the kid nobody picked to a legitimate athlete. So by 2019, Joe's a track athlete at a Catholic prep school in New Jersey, working part-time at a GNC, heading towards a completely new life. And then a Chinese tech company bought a dying lip-syncing app.
TikTok is the latest app to capture the attention of teens and young adults across the world.
A Chinese company called ByteDance bought the relatively dead app Musical.ly. They gutted it, rebranded it, and on August 2nd, 2018, TikTok officially hit the App Store.
TikTok.
Now, early on, TikTok was mostly just the same creators who came over from Musical.ly. So all of those cringy lip-sync videos and the reputation that came with them carried straight over.
Going through your parents' divorce is more fun than going through TikTok.
For a while there...
And I do think TikTok is still like that. Yeah, and even Instagram Reels. Although it depends on your algorithm as well, but people are still fucking stupid. Like, look at that face.
TikTok as a whole was pretty cringy.
Yeah, I used to get made fun of.
But even with that reputation, Joe figured he'd try it anyway. He posted his first TikTok in December of 2019, and it got a few hundred likes, which is nothing crazy, but it was enough to make him post another one, and another one, and he just kept going. Within a few months, he went from pointing at text on a screen to actually talking, ranting straight to the camera about whatever stupid thing pissed him off that day.
There's no looking left or right in the urinal at all times.
This is where Joe carved out.
You're a pretty weird fucking dude if you do that. If you're at the urinal and all you can think of is just doing... Just get a fucking life. What else can I say? Just...
his lane. He became the loud guy in the beanie who'd yell about people who drink sparkling water or crash out over some DIY tutorial.
The coffee pot's floating!
By the time COVID hit, TikTok was becoming a mainstream platform. Suddenly, TikTokers were performing at NBA halftime shows or hanging with the Kardashians. I mean, the D'Amelios were dropping a reality show on...
I remember Charlie D'Amelio's intros, YouTube intros, and they were like, today we're going to eat shit. I felt really cringy doing that. I don't know why I did that. Fuck.
It was the biggest app in the world, and Joe had gotten in early.
6 months after you started posting, if I'm not mistaken, you had over 1 million followers on TikTok.
2020 TikTok. You could literally post anything, and if it got any amount of views, half the people that saw it would follow you.
So now you've got a teenage guy, fresh out of high school with millions of people watching his every move. But what do you think this does to a person?
It's not the same guys as like a Disney star, right? Because I was nowhere near that level. But it's just the idea of like, I was a teenager that's getting clout, and I think 99% of the time, that's bad.
And Joe was no exception. All of those views, all that attention that comes with internet fame, it went straight to his head.
I went from being a really insecure, it was like two polar opposites, right? And I had to find the medium. Like I used to be really insecure when I was in like middle school, early high school, to a point where like I started working out, I started doing this, and then it went like full flop to like narcissism. And so it was like an obsession with myself because of insecurity that then inflated my ego to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm awesome.
And you can see it in the
I don't know why I paused that, but like, holy pause, I love that. Ah. On a serious note, I'd say when that happens, when you are polar opposite of yourself, and then you just rediscover the world to be putting all sorts of attention, and you get all the clout that you always like wanted to at that age. It's normal human being stuff. So
content from that era, the captions, the attitude, the way that he carried himself.
So this is my proposal for any women out there that would like to...
what is that? Is that actually a day? Wait. June 24th. International Fairy and National... I don't know what that is.
Participate in the holiday, but don't have anybody to assist them. I'm here.
This is the version of Joe that Joe doesn't like.
That person in that facade I had to do to create that character actually became me for a short period of time, and I hated it.
But as much as Joe hates this version of himself, he also kind of owes everything to him. Because that ego is what gave him the confidence and drive to start making bigger swings in his...
Because that's the thing, right? You have to fake it till you make it and pretend like you are some... whoever you actually want to be, and somehow along the way you just become that person, and that persona carries your whole personality around, and after a while you just become that person that you always wanted to be, and you pretended to be once, and you might not like it in the future. So
and when you're building yourself from the ground up, those two things can be the difference between success and failure. You see, everyone wants to start their own thing until they realize how much work starting actually takes. Building your website, setting up payments.
Okay. I should have sensed that. Okay. I can smell that from 2 miles away. Fucking hell.
But now back to Joe and the business he was just starting to build. It started with diversifying his audience. Because unlike YouTube or Twitch, your follower count is kind of empty on TikTok. You can have 1 million followers on there and make no money. Because the platform simply doesn't pay its creators anything worthwhile.
Like, I was probably making, like, what, 10K a year? It was...
Like, platforms just want you to stay on their app for as long as they fucking can, and that's how they make their money. They put up ads and they put up sponsorships, and that's how they earn. If you're doom scrolling, you like a video, you watch the whole entire video, but the thing being, you just scroll past someone. You might scroll past one of my shorts or TikTok, and that's the thing. You might just see anyone or whosoever, and you might not give a fuck about them. And the thing being, YouTube is the complete polar opposite. Like any platform, anything, however long you can just keep their attention, keep the viewer's attention to yourself or whatever you are providing them with, you're going to get paid more. Pretty much the basic gist of it.
Was making less than minimum wage.
So, in the summer of 2020, just before starting his freshman year of college, Joe announced his first ever Twitch stream.
I'm gonna start streaming video games on Twitch in a day or two.
He started moving viewers from TikTok to Twitch, where he'd stream games like Rocket League and Fall Guys. I got it! Then he'd take the best moments from those streams and post them to YouTube. By fall of that year, Joe was juggling multiple TikTok uploads a day, streaming on Twitch, making YouTube content, all while managing his classwork in college.
What was the schedule like in college? There's so much going on. How do you manage that?
It was a lot. Like, balancing streaming and college sucked. But it was so doable. And I hate when streamers say, oh, I really needed to drop out to pursue streaming. Like,
although I've graduated and I've just graduated and I'm 20 right now, but the thing being, like, I have to get a job, and what I'm doing is like I'm studying for 8 hours a day in the morning, and then I make YouTube content and post a lot of clips. So basically 10 videos a month and 100 clips a month as well. So that's pretty much, that's a lot of work. Yeah. Pretty hard to manage. I can understand that.
Get the out of here. I was growing and in college the entire time. Thank you for 3 million followers. 4 million followers!
By December, Joe had cleared 5 million followers on TikTok. And just a few months after his first stream, Joe was pulling in nearly 1,000 average viewers on Twitch.
Like, I was so obsessed with performance.
Joe was constantly studying social media, trying to understand what made videos pop, what people responded to, and why.
At the end of the day, anything that requires you to be in front of the camera, that if you have to summarize something, it's just basically showmanship. If you are entertaining enough in any niche or anything you're actually doing in front of the camera, and you can keep people watching you and make themselves just stay and have their attention, that's pretty much it to make it in any of the platform that you actually watch these videos on. Well, but the thing being, like, it just kind of fucks you up on the inside. Like, you just can't figure out what is performance and what is the actual real you after a while, and that's just sad, kind of like,
videos failed. That confidence had turned into a full-blown obsession. But because of it, Joe was starting to not like the person he saw in the mirror.
I'm trying to map out where the ego kind of starts to disappear versus... Like, was there a low point, a moment where you're like, holy, I gotta change?
Yeah, I don't really, I don't think there was like an aha, right? It wasn't like a light switch flip. It was more over the span of like a 6-month period where I was like, I'm kind of being a dickhead. Coupled with a variety of things. So I don't know if you can include this in the video. That's up to you. I tripped on mushrooms for the first time, like, and I hate when people talk about like that being a genuine changing factor in their life, because it's like, okay, cornball, like that's what made you, really have that light switch. But I think it was like, it was a part of it, like.
I just don't agree or advertise doing like anything at all, drinking, smoking, or doing pot. I just don't understand, like, the thing being, everyone around me is doing all this stuff like that, and I'm not judging anyone or putting myself on a moral high horse to just be like, oh, I'm the fucking coolest guy in the room, I just don't drink, I don't smoke, and I'm just hustling all the time. That's pretty cornball shit too. But the thing being, you should never ever do that, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. It might just do more harm than good, and that's just my opinion, and you can let me know down in the comment below what you think about it as well. So
it removed the grooves of life that I have gotten into, and it made me reset to a point where I had to kind of look in myself. A lot of the people that I knew in philosophy classes as well were sharing ideas that, I may have heard but not resonated or understood fully. It was so much like, wow, I'm gonna die one day. I should kind of treat people in a way that's like, this is our only life. And
I think Joe was pretty self-aware. The thing being, if you are self-aware, you don't need any kind of substance to have that like light switch on and just, oh, I just changed my fucking life. What I think is, like, if you are just hyper aware of your surroundings and of what's inside you, not like that, but if you're just self-aware enough to just have that light switch on and change yourself whenever you want to for the good.
Credit my viewers a lot, because in that time, parasocial relationships built a little bit, which is bad. But at the same time, there were people coming to me for the first time going, I want to kill myself. You are chatting to your last streamer because you're ending it all. Whoa, 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 whoa. If there was a moment of like lock in, it was that. What happened? One of my subs just said he's gonna kill himself. Dude, do you need help? Because
I don't know. We live in a pretty fucked up world, not gonna lie, but whenever I stream and if that happens with me, I think I do the same thing as well. I know many people won't, but it's just too risky to just. I just wouldn't be able to sleep peacefully knowing that what might have happened to that guy or just whoever.
I was going, yeah, even though I'm 19, you know, there are people that actually look up to me in a way that's like, I need to be better at.
Life is the best thing that will ever happen. No matter how bad it can get, life is amazing.
Now, put your
It's the right thing to say to someone because the best thing you can do is just give someone hope that things will or might turn out to be better in the future, and even if they don't, you're still alive. Like you can do stuff with yourself and make better decisions and be someone better that you're like someone who you might not actually hate or someone and probably just someone who you love in the future. So giving someone that opportunity to just live that one more day, that's pretty fucking amazing.
yourself in that chair for a second. You're 19 years old. You started streaming to play video games, to have fun and make people laugh, and somebody you've never met just told you they're planning their own death. And out of everyone in their life, they picked you to tell.
I feel like no one cares and I want to end it all. I have a date planned, so you'll probably never see me again. I want to say you make me laugh a lot. I'm going to kill myself October 2nd. No one will remember me.
And this kept happening. Joe would go live, and sooner or later, somebody would show up in a genuine crisis, typing their darkest thoughts into a Twitch chat.
Don't want to be a mood killer. I just want to say my family basically bullies me every day and I can't get them to stop. I've been thinking about suicide a lot.
I have known many people whose families are like, let's just say, dysfunctional. I'm pretty fucking grateful, touch wood, that everyone around me is fucking nice and just they're the best thing that ever happened to me. But I can understand, like, I have that perspective that it might just not be great to have some people who gave birth to you or just whoever, your blood related or your fucking friends. You can just cut off friends, of course, but like if you have to live with someone in that house and your only option is to just get out, that's pretty fucking tough, and I get it. What's the best thing you can do? I don't know. That's the thing, right? That you can't just objectively help someone, honestly. You can just give them direction and whatnot, but you just can't help someone clearly, and just there is no universal advice that you can give someone that might help them in any way.
When Joe first started getting these messages from chatters, his initial response was the same as anyone with the hearts would be. He wanted to help. Both on stream and off of it, Joe took the time to talk with those viewers, getting to know them on a personal level and giving them real advice just like you would with a friend.
You guys mean the world to me. If you need help with something like that, I can try my best. So that's why I'm kind of chilling or pausing the stream for the last like 15 minutes to talk about this, because that's important.
But there's a harsh reality that all streamers have to learn eventually. Your viewers aren't your friends. They can't be.
I have had probably 20 people come to me about themselves, like on live. The first 2 times it's happened, I have tried to like help them, and then it just ended badly in terms of them getting parasocial towards me and then non-stop coming to me.
You see, the relationship between a streamer and a viewer is way more complicated than a normal friendship. When you spend hours watching someone through a screen, day after day, your brain starts doing something weird. You pick up their sense of humor. You learn their opinions, their moods, what makes them laugh and what sets them off. You come to know them the way you'd know a friend, except they have no idea you even exist. This is what's called a parasocial relationship, and it can be a dangerous thing.
Now a scary home invasion as 3 masked intruders with guns grab a popular influencer by the hair demanding
What
money.
the fuck?
3 guys came into my room, turned all the lights on, and then they had the gun pointed at me.
While most parasocial relationships don't reach this level, there's always a possibility that it can.
3 popular Twitch streamers face a terrifying encounter
Is that Valkyrie? I don't know, maybe.
while live streaming along the Santa Monica Pier.
Kill you right now. Kill you right now. If the streamer leans too far one way, they might come across as uninterested or cold, but lean too far the other, and viewers can mistake an occasional reply for friendship.
Please stop following me. It's getting weird. It's getting strange. I don't know you, okay? So please leave me alone.
That's where things can take a turn for the worst, because now that attention can turn into expectation. And when the expectation of a response to the next chat isn't met, it can feel less like being ignored by a streamer and more like a betrayal by someone that they thought they knew.
How unemployed do you have to be to just I get it. Like, if you're watching someone for, like, if you're investing your time for 4 hours a day, 7 times a week or 5 times a week, you would I don't know, you shouldn't expect them to just be your friend. You are purposely spending your valuable time watching them, and I genuinely enjoy watching some streamers as well, but it's not like I have a fucking relationship with them or in any sort, in any way possible. So you just can't expect people you see on the screen to have any you just can't have any expectation with the people you see on your screen whatsoever, because like they are their own person, and at the end of the day it's just fucking business. And they're entertaining you, and actually that's the best someone can do for you at the darkest moment of your life as well. So, but the thing being, many people just don't have any idea of how a boundary works, and like many people might just even draw that line, but some people are stupid enough to just do not understand. They just have no fucking idea that it's just another person behind the camera, in front of the camera. Fucked up. Anyway, I just said something really nice, but I just fucked it up anyway.
It's a weird parasocial relationship that forms, and you're not even aware that this person is forming that typically until they're like about to show up, or they do show up.
The gap is hard to manage, which is why most streamers keep a barrier up around the heavy personal stuff.
My sissy's dead. Let's try and keep it positive.
Please don't talk about out in my chat, please. This is something I just don't like.
Can you blame them though? Like, I think they aren't wrong in their own world or whatever. Like, in their minds, they're just trying to stream, make some money, and there's actually a lot going on in people's life as well. Whoever you see in front of the camera, what's the best they can do for you as well? That's kind of tough position to be in.
You ever talk about, you know?
And you can't really blame them. At the end of the day, streamers are supposed to entertain. At some point, there has to be a boundary between caring about the people watching and becoming responsible for everything that they bring into the chat.
They become too attached to you, where they see you as an actual friend that they have. So I feel like that is kind of a boundary that you have to set as a streamer. But it's hard to gauge where that line is.
Exactly. Even if you see someone on your fucking screen, you might just love them a lot, but at the end of the day, they are just fucking pixels on your screen. If you're just not able to get that, I don't know how old are you or mentally what the fuck is wrong with you, but the thing being, they might just be one of the best people in the entire fucking world to you, but they are just pixels on your screen. That's the end of the conversation. Simple as that.
Joe had every reason to draw that same boundary. He'd answered the heavy messages, taken conversations off stream, and learned what could happen when things become too parasocial.
The first 2 times I helped somebody with like issues, they just kept messaging me, and then they like got upset when I stopped messaging them. So it's more so of that issue.
But mental health meant too much to him. Ignoring somebody who might not make it through the night was never a choice he could live with. After those early mistakes, Joe implemented 2 important factors that would eliminate those odd parasocial dynamics from coming into the picture. For starters, he removed any one-on-one interaction. All conversations with chatters were strictly held on stream from the Twitch chat.
I've prepared to go, tired of waiting for things to improve. You are my escape. Thank you, dude. If you're saying you're gonna kill yourself, don't. I know this was 10 minutes ago. I hope you're still here.
And second, but most importantly, he made the pivot from trying to be the help himself.
People's worst critics are usually themselves. Take a step back and evaluate and move forward. Life may be tough, but it does get better. Get the help you need. Mental health battles are not something you fight alone. Also, I will be spamming mental health posts or the rest of the May, as I have been for Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't care if it's annoying.
And became the middleman.
Fine if you're depressed and you want to come to me for advice, but when it comes to the gravity of seeking an expert is better than seeking Joe Bartolozzi, a Twitch streamer TikTok.
Exactly. Anyone in front of the camera, most people like I'd say whosoever who doesn't have a degree in whatsoever, and I'd say who are legally not qualified enough to give you any advice whatsoever, you shouldn't ask for advice. You shouldn't ask any advice from them as well. Like, you might just have that bond and connection with them through the screen, but this is where it fucking ends. So what else can you do for them? And although mental health is kind of the topic that is really sensitive, and even if you just touch on it, many people need help. And although, like for me, I don't know if you guys know Noel Dizelle. He is a bodybuilder and a content creator as well. He's like a father figure to most of the people on the internet, in the gym community, and for me as well. He's such a nice guy, but at the end of the day, he's just pixels on my screen. Although his content helps a lot, but at the end of the day, he is just pixels on a screen. That's something that people should understand, and you shouldn't expect or just rely on people in front of the camera on your screen to just help you out, because I don't think they're qualified enough to just help you as well. So just talk to people in your life and talk to people who are qualified enough. So go to therapy and just tough.
You know what I mean?
For those who came into the chat looking for help, Joe was there to give them a few encouraging words and push them in the right direction.
I've had not so good thoughts, if you know what I mean, and listening to your advice and others has helped me even during those hard times. If you ever have thoughts, reach out to somebody, genuinely. Go to a therapist, psychiatrist, talk to somebody that can help you. Not the answer. Like, there's only so much I'm able to do as a creator, especially seeing that I don't know the person. So that's why I try to do the charity streams for, 988 or AFSP or Trevor Project. We're doing reactions today. And it's a charity stream. We raised $2,700, which was matched 3x by the Melinda Bill Gates Foundation.
I am not really sure, but if he just made $3,000 in a single fucking stream, that's great. She must do earn a lot. Wow, fuck anyway. Nice job to have.
So dub in the chat for that. Goes to a good cause, saving lives.
And for a while, this worked pretty well. While it seems kind of small, Joe's brief but encouraging words were actually making a difference in people's lives.
I've been subbed for a year now, and I want to say thank you for helping me through this past year with having to deal with my grandpa's suicide and my own personal problems. You're definitely my favorite top streamer, and I hope you never stop.
But by the time Joe graduated college, things had started to change. His viewer count climbed to some of the highest in all of streaming, and managing the expectation of that many chatters is a totally different beast.
Like right now, I average 10K. Chat's horrible. Yeah, I gotta lock in. I want to get into the videos. I'm starting to get stressed the f*** out. I could tell this was gonna happen at the start of stream when I got 9 messages just unloaded onto me.
With this many viewers watching, Joe found himself caught between two groups that wanted completely different things from him. Because on one hand, some viewers felt that he wasn't doing enough to help.
I guess even my favorite streamer doesn't care about me.
Why would anyone guilt trip someone for just doing the job? I just don't get how sick people can get, actually. Wow.
comment. I have 5,000 people in my stream that are spamming right now. I'm also playing a video game, and then I don't respond to you, and you pull this guilt trip here.
But on the other hand, there was a totally different group of viewers that were tired of the stream constantly stopping.
Jesus, dude, I like watching your streams, but when you go on rants like this, that's all you do all the time. That's annoying. Play the game. Do me a favor and never watch me again. Do me a favor and go f*** yourself.
I don't have many viewers and I don't have the liberty to say this because though many people do just watch my stuff. So although I rant a lot and I pause a video and then talk about it for like 4 or 5 minutes as well. I just can't say that, but if you just don't like that type of content, exactly what you just said, but please just watch my videos because many people don't right now. So
no matter what Joe did, someone felt ignored, and the messages were starting to get more demanding. Early on, people would briefly mention that they were struggling, and Joe would offer a few words of encouragement. Now they wanted more.
Like every stream, it's been getting more and more and more and more like involved, where people are genuinely asking me to fix their problems. I can't. I'm sorry.
But the hardest part was figuring out who genuinely needed help and who was only looking for attention.
How do you balance keeping everybody happy and then also sorting through people who are just doing it for attention?
I mean, that's the struggle. Because I'm a suicide prevention advocate, that is an avenue that a lot of people use to manipulate their way into being noticed or speaking to me on stream. And so, yeah, if there's 10 chats saying they're suicidal, 6 of them are fake.
But the thing is, right, you just don't know who the 4 people are that are actually having those issues. And if you just ignore even one of them, you might just risk someone taking their life during that time. That's fucking risky business. That's hard to manage as well. Wow. So
because I do so much mental health advocacy, the amount of people that come into my chat and fake being is absurd. I had one chatter that came in and they say, hey, I'm the mother of so-and-so. He took his own life. I just want to let you know you were his favorite streamer. I'm sorry that he took his life. I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry. I hope you're all right. I'm sorry for the loss of your son. Ugh. Come to find out, they come back a month later and they're like, my brother typed that, banned his, blocked him. You're the chatter? I knew that, bro. I'm banning you, man. That's fucking weird as shit.
This leaves Joe stuck.
I don't know, just some people are just so fucking attention hungry. All they want is just I don't know why I did that, but anyway, so most people are just so attention hungry that how lifeless do you have to be to how fucking stupid do you have to be to just be like, oh, this streamer just took my name on live on stream. Just yeah, let's just move on.
Making a decision that's difficult to get right.
If I'm being honest, I think a large portion of people that come into my chat and say stuff that's idle are lying. But I have to treat them all as if they're real, because then I could, on an off chance, not take somebody seriously that is serious. And that's the worst thing you could do.
Ignoring the wrong message could have serious consequences, but responding to trying was beginning to wear him down.
I feel bad, and I've talked about this. It's like, I wish I could help, but like sometimes I can't, you know? Like there's only so much I'm able to do as a creator, especially seeing that I don't know the person.
But there's one message that weighs on Joe the most. It's one that he's heard over and over again, that for some viewers, he's the only reason that they're still alive.
Wow, like even that thought that one day if you just stop streaming, or if you just don't stream for a day, someone might just take their life. That's...
You were there when my dad passed. You saved me from ending my own life more than anyone should. I've realized so much because of you. I can't thank you enough. You unknowingly have helped me with a lot. My life has gotten about a lot better since watching you from your philosophy stuff. Never had a favorite streamer until I watched your streams, and it kind of saved my life. No pressure. I wanted to myself, you saved my life. I did not save your life, you saved your own life. Please get the help you need, though. If I'm the only reason that you stopped, wanting to kill yourself in that moment, you need a lot of help outside of just watching my content.
That's the right thing to say. Exactly what anyone should have said. Fucking perfect. Amazing. Wow.
Is the emotional drain, I guess. Like, I put a lot out.
After every stream, Joe sits there for an hour, just coming back down from what the job took out of him.
Like, when I'm done stream, I get off. I literally sit there in, like, silence for maybe an hour. I need, like, time to decompress.
And after I'm done speaking, it takes me about 2 hours to record. I'm fucking exhausted. And, like, all I can just do is sit in silence in a dark room and just enjoy some fucking music. It's too exhausting to speak for continuously like 2 hours and entertain people and be the best version of yourself in front of the camera. Wow. Actually, yeah. And in streaming is like, wow, a touch of more on that. Wow.
Just because that is a lot at times. It takes a toll, and I've gotten used to it, but it kind of builds. Like, I'll be good for a month, and then there'll be a week where I'm just like not there emotionally, I guess. And that's like a problem.
So the obvious question is, why keep doing it? Every other streamer proved you can just let the messages scroll and the career survives. Joe could put up the full wall tomorrow and nobody could really blame him.
I'm not sitting here acting like I'm some role model, but if people are going through stuff and I recognize that they're watching my content to help them, that I want them to have some sort of guidance of redirection to be better themselves and also better their own mental health in a way that's good for them.
Joe did.
That's exactly the right perspective. All you can do is just redirect someone to just get help, because you aren't fucking Superman. Although you can just be like that sense of hope for someone, that things might just get better, and be kind and whatever. But the best thing you can do for someone watching you is just redirect them and to a right place and to the right person. So
the math and decided helping people is worth what it costs him.
I enjoy making people happy more than the other aspects of the job, and that's what enables me to deal with this too. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, push through the negative because you make money. I think I push through the negative because I can affect people more positively here than any other job that I could possibly be doing.
But once he saw what his platform could do for people at their lowest, walking away from that stopped being an option he could live with.
Having that impact on someone's life, like, you are part of their core memory, and I have people like that too that I used to watch. PewDiePie, for example, or just Sidemen. Although KSI left, but and Chris MD as well. But the thing being, I have been watching people, and I grew up watching them along the way. They do mean a lot to me, and they're actual role models as well. PewDiePie is just all I ever fucking want to be. Dude's just living in Japan with his wife and kids and fucking retired with multi-million-dollar anyhow. Fuck, that's just a perfect life. Yeah. Anyway.
Weird job, dude. It's a weird job in social media. There's a lot of but it's one of the most like rewarding experiences. Just to be able to be someone to help other people is something that I want to do. Yeah, the money's good. Yeah, it's fun to play video games and but like on a deeper level, dude, being able to make people's days is like genuinely what I want to do. And I'm glad that I can.
That's the hardest shit I've ever fucking watched. What a great video. On the final thoughts, I'd say, wow, just like actually being someone that has that impact on people's lives and who people look up to, and people just watch for a video to be uploaded or to just your stream to just start. That's something craziest fucking times that I would want. Times we used to pray for. So yeah, I hope that someday it happens to me as well, and I'm able to just have that opportunity to help people in any way possible, not building that parasocial relationship as well. Yeah, wow, what a great video. And if you did enjoy the video, do drop a like. Comment down below what should I react to next. And consider subscribing to the channel. There's a lot of content coming along the way. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ooh. Fuck. I suck.